before we head to Romania. We'll grab a coffee, then need to head back home. About 3 hours of calls today, and then we're done with work. I still have about 2 hours until I need to take my first one. And in the meantime, we will be getting our steps in. Just arrived to this street here in Belgrade. If you're watching this and you're from Europe, this might sound ridiculous, but it looks very European. On the way here, well, for context, been traveling for a little over a year now. Thailand, Hong Kong, Philippines, Japan, South Korea, Belgium, Romania, Germany. And in that time, I've managed to miss a flight. Book a wrong flight. Yesterday, I left my AirPods in a taxi. This morning, I left my charger at the Airbnb I was staying, my only charger, so I'll have to get a new one. And I could bitch and complain about it, let it affect me, or I could just tell myself that it was meant to happen like that for a reason. If you look for signs, you'll see signs. That really goes for anything. Religion, for example. If you look for signs of God, you will see signs. If you pray to God, He will appear. And there is no coincidence. It's not a coincidence that I'm in the middle of a street here in Eastern Europe, because a coincidence is a pseudonym for God when He doesn't want to put His name on it, or when people don't want to put His name on it. Just after making that video talking about always looking at the bright side, convincing yourself there is a plan, things are meant to happen for a reason, I got denied at the border entering Romania because I didn't have a physical copy of my license. I knew they needed passport registration for the car. A photo of my ID was good enough to rent the car. But if you're ever driving through Europe, you probably wouldn't make the same mistake, because it is probably common sense to have a physical copy of your ID. However, lost mine quite a while ago while I was traveling. Have not been back in the US to get a new copy of it. Anyways, denied me at the border, had an Airbnb there booked. Needed to cancel that. We're pulled over here now, in the middle of nowhere. Got some horses in the back. Nice sunset while we are organizing a new place to stay for the next week, which sounds like we'll be staying here in Serbia. No more border crossings for me. Could get a flight out. There's worse places to be stuck. Back to Belgrade we go. Took about 2 hours to get here. Got a 2-hour drive back. We'll try to enjoy the scenery, which is a lot more of this for another hour and a half. Well, time to get this new place booked. See you there. Just got a coffee and picked up a record. Coffee at this place here, Coffee Bean. Had to stop for this view. Then we got a record for my father for Christmas. Walked by a record store, arriving back home in 1 week for Christmas. Still needed to pick something up. The record store called out at me. He used to own a record store in Orlando, Florida, a punk rock record store called DIY Records. So we got him a punk rock Serbian record, authentic, straight out from Belgrade, in the middle of the capital, wandering around with the camera out. But fuck it, we ball. The views don't stop getting better. Weather is great right now. I have a coat, but I really don't need it on. I haven't seen enough cultures, or many for that matter. A few in Europe, Asia, Latin America, and a bit in the Middle East. Something I realized about visiting other people's cultures is that you're not really able to learn about your own culture until you go somewhere else. You don't really even realize what your own culture is like, or that it is a culture, until you go somewhere else. That's all you know. Then that's just the entire world. And my favorite part about the culture here is smoking cigarettes inside at a cafe. 10 p.m., walk into a cafe, everyone's drinking espresso, smoking cigarettes. In Korea, they replaced the espresso with soju. In the US, they replaced the espresso with a backyard barbecue and beer.